Everybody ready? Let's talk about it.
Hey, what's up, you guys? So, I'm quite sure you all know by now that Takeoff from the Migos has passed away. God rest his soul. Condolences to the family, friends, fans, everybody that cared for him. Okay. Um, I often say everybody, well, not often, but I've said it before when PNB Rock died, when he passed on. And I'm going to say it again. Everybody has a start date and everybody has an end date. It's just how you live that dash in between. He was meant to go when he went. That's my belief. That's all there is to it. It wasn't no wrong place at the wrong time or any of that. If he wasn't in Texas, if he was at home in his bed, when it's your turn, it's your turn. With that being said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but condolences to the family. Okay. So I found this video online. Shout out to a gentleman named For No Fame. And this is where I saw it, and it resonates well within our Black community. And I did 2 videos about Kanye West. And people think Kanye is crazy, and people think Kanye is this, people think Kanye is that. You can think what you want to because that's your belief. But listening to this gentleman who is not a melanated person, because it seems like our community likes when people that are not going through our situation, people that don't look like us, it seems like we tend to believe them more than we believe our own people. Just like how we gravitate to the negativity, we hate our brothers and sisters, though our own people that look like us. We won't have a problem, harming them, but let it be somebody else and we'll think twice. And Dylan Roof and those type folks, and we'll hug and kiss them and forgive them and all sorts of things. But maybe if this gentleman here, maybe he'll ring some bells to you. And I don't know, but it seems like more and more that things are happening in our community for us to turn the curve, to stop being picked on and being bullied, and start to wake up and realize our worth. So I just want y'all to listen to this non-melanated person, because it seems like, again, we listen to people that's not melanated and we go for them. Tariq Nasheed would not tell you this. Absolutely not. How dare you say something like this? Willie D would not tell you stuff like this, you know, because they have an agenda to follow. But this man here, and to me, what he's saying is just as if it was a melanated person telling you, like Kanye. If he was to tell you the same thing, he'd be ridiculed. I don't know if this man is putting his life on the line to tell us this, but for somebody that's not melanated to be so upset and care so much about us to tell us, yo, y'all need to get it together. Because in my opinion, he's had enough of it too, which in we should be having enough of it. But it just seems to me that he's like, oh, this is ridiculous now. When are they gonna wake up? It's like the writing's on the wall, but they don't see it. So maybe if you hear from somebody else, you will see that we need help. This has got to stop. We need to get it together. So hear what he has to say. Again, I don't know his name. I saw this on someone's page. His name is For No Fame. And respect to him because I like this. So y'all listen and I'll be right back.
I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully, make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers, and I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives. The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex. Period. The industry is obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it. The reality is, I know a lot of you. A lot of you are good people. You're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example. Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, whenever a rapper makes it, his own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Be the change you want to see. Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long time. They create this paradigm to make you believe that you're so important and your celebrity status is worth so much, but in truth, you're a pawn in their game and you always have been. The government has wanted to hold down communities of people in different ways through different methods for a very long time. Their method in the black community has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money, so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government, and as a result, gave themselves more power. The record executives that push you to do this, to go and continue to profit off the backs of your work, they're in cahoots with the elite. They're in cahoots with the government. They want you to think you're important, but in truth, you're just doing their dirty work for them, so stop. They've empowered you in ways that are real. You have an audience. You have platforms. You have the ability to make change. So go against the grain together. They're more afraid of you all together standing up and creating a new culture that's built around family, faith, freedom, doing the right thing, valuing life, than they are of anything else. So I challenge you, use your power to do the right things. If you continue to do the same thing you've done, more rappers like this are going to die. How many have to die before you change the culture? And let me tell you something else. There's a reason the record labels pay us more to do rap videos. They don't tell you that, do they? Do they tell you that they pay us more to do your videos? Because they do. They do it because they know it's more dangerous. They do it because they know it's more difficult. And they do it because, frankly, there's a lot of money laundering involved. Those labels wash a bunch of money through. We don't do it, but we know the labels are doing it 100%. Okay, they're then taking the money off the top end, and you see on your royalty check, oh, they spent $150,000 on this video. Did they? Because we didn't see $150,000. Okay, so where did the money go? And to who? Their friend's company? A lot of times that's the case. Same thing with insurance companies. They charge us more to insure your videos. And it's because they know the culture that's been created. They know that the only possibility of a music video being shot up is on a rap video. And that's the truth. So change the culture. You have the power. Your people deserve it.
Again, I'm going to say to you, when somebody that's not of our race, that don't have to fight the struggles we have to, I don't know if this man is putting everything he has on the line. I don't know his name, so if he was to pass tomorrow, something happened to him, I wouldn't even know who he is. With that being said, if somebody like him is fed up with hearing that rappers are passing away, he's telling you about the insurance, how they put insurance on these rappers. He's telling you how the budget is so big for this because they capitalize on this. They make money off of this. If he's telling you all of this, if he's telling us all of this, why we can't wake up and see that? Why we can't change our ways? Why do we hate each other so much? But we give a pass to other folks. I don't get it. Kanye said a lot of things, and I will say it again. A lot of things he said was horrible. A lot of things he said was true. And he said, and y'all know this, he said, slavery is a choice. And in my way of taking it, it was a choice. It is a choice. Us killing each other is a choice, just like Kanye said, just like this man is telling you, because it's an agenda being pushed. Slavery is a choice in the sense of you don't have to stand there and take it. What did Harriet Tubman do? She got tired of that. She was like, enough of this. And she took whoever didn't want to be in slavery and tried to take them and help them out. We don't need somebody else to tell us we live in jacked up. We don't need somebody else to tell us what's going on in our community. We know, we see. We have to collectively come and do something about it. You know, the other day they said Twitter, because Elon Musk, he took over Twitter, and it said that the N-word and the disparaging comments about the N folks have been so sky high. It has risen like 500 times, 500%. People don't like us melanated people. What are we gonna do about it? When we gonna get some respect on our name? Like that community that you can't even say. Even I'm not gonna say their name. Not because I'm scared or anything, but this message might not go through. But that community, how dare you? You cannot say nothing about this community. When are we gonna be that community? No, don't even go there with us. They used to tell us that we were the welfare kings and the welfare queens, and we don't do nothing. Brett Favre stole money, the welfare money. We got to get it together, folks. As a Black community, we got to get it together, really and truly. Anyway, I thank you guys for listening. I thank you for my my supporters. I thank you for the people that just happen to stop by and hear this video for the first time. I hope y'all come back, Once again, rest easy. Take off. I hope your family can get through this. And I will talk to you guys in the comments like I usually do. Peace.